I guess I can officially say that now it's been over a month that I got stem cells. I think I'm seeing some conclusive evidence or results from this. I would give two primary benefits that I've received. First is that my heat tolerance has gone up. I've now been in the sauna. I've now been in the sauna 4 times. Each time taking a proper bathing and throwing in loads of water. Results have been nothing short of remarkable. So that has been one clear benefit. And then the other one, which I'm now still wearing the cycling clothes, it's starting to get warmer out there, prompting me to maybe shed a couple of these clothes, is that I definitely, my endurance has improved. There's no two ways about it. And I'm able to exert more power in situations that I previously would kind of fade away. And I'm not saying that I'm healthy. I'm not saying that I'm even close to what I used to be. But what I am saying is that compared to what it previously was, I'm a lot better. There's just no two ways about it. So things that haven't improved is then when I get tired, maybe the tiredness comes a bit later, but then the walking is just as horrible as it's always been. It's absolutely atrocious. But the weird thing is, which is I think more pronounced now than it used to be, is that if I did a test of this once, but then I did some kind of activity that was very like cooking food or doing stuff like that, which is the worst for me. But anyway, I did a test regarding this, that I was feeling horrible, and I think I posted it on Facebook about this, and I purposed myself to go and take a what do you call it, a cycle run. I did about 45 minutes or so, and after that I felt better. It is why I'm saying that this is weird is because I've heard reports indicating the opposite, that maybe that you're not allowed to strain yourself too much, and that would somehow disable you. But in this one instance, I've found that or things that I have not regained is my balance. It's horrible. I noticed that I kind of, with my hands, I'm a Spider-Man nowadays. I touch walls more often than I used to. And another thing is, one new symptom that has now come is my fingertips. They were tingling. Yeah, another thing, when I mentioned the 9mm, a couple of videos ago, I said that I was trying, I think I said, at least I told the police, that I'm trying to get a 357 Magnum, but they didn't give me a permit to a 357 Magnum. They only gave me a license to buy a 38. So now I got a Smith & Wesson 14-2, which I think is, I don't know, suitable for hitting, what do you call it, marksmanship. And Sofia uses this primarily, and we're in the process of zeroing this in, because we're not tremendously good shot, especially me. I'm horrible after I got MS. It shoots about, I'd say 20 centimeter on, when we're talking about 25 meters, it is shooting about, I would say 20 centimeters high, so not much high. And apparently some of them are zeroed, these sights are zeroed at the base of the black area and the target. It is not, to my understanding, I might be wrong, apparently it is not allowed to shoot at a human-shaped target here in Finland. They're just round targets with a bullseye tent, a standard target. But anyway, so I shoot the 9mm, Sofia shoots this 38, and Elisa shoots the 22. And yeah, it is a fine piece of equipment, and I've got licenses, well, yeah, to 3 guns, and it's a hobby that I can do with the kids. Maybe I could cycle with the kids, but they're reluctant on doing that. And maybe I would have liked a shorter barrel on this one, because this is now, we've got a couple of different ammos. I bought them. They're fairly expensive, 38 ammo, compared to 9mm ammo, which is dirt cheap, or 22, which, I mean, that's dirt cheap. 9mm it costs something, but the 38s there fairly, they cost a lot. Can't remember how many cents they were per shot, but they were up there. Yeah, what was I telling about? This, it shoots 20 centimeters high, so we're kind of trying to sight it in. I think its windage is it's spot on, but elevation is still, I need to play with the sights. But given that Sofia is doing it, then it's all sorts of a hassle to actually get it done. We went last Thursday, and now because of Corona, I haven't mentioned Corona at all on these vlogs, but because of Corona, we haven't been going, because, you know, first the feeling was that what if this is really something serious, but I'm starting to think that this is. I watched a video with Stefan Molyneux, I can't pronounce his name, and he had a Indian doctor on, and he was just, no, this is not real, that it's It's more to do with big pharma coming up with ways of making money. And if you get 7 point or nearly 8 billion people hooked up on a medicine, then, or forced vaccinate, that's going to be a wonderful business model for them. So there might be something like that going on. Remember that swine flu, when they rolled out that vaccination, the vaccination came out pretty much immediate, or straight after they discovered this illness. In Finland, bought tons of this stuff, and then a lot of people got sick with, was it sleep apnea or something like that? But our kids there, because there was this fear mongering going on, which is going on now also, is that you need to get this vaccination, you need to get this vaccination. And we need to develop something, we need to come up with some medical solution for this. And but that time I said, no, nobody's putting that stuff in my kids. There's absolutely no possibility that they have successfully developed a vaccination that will work now. And then this HPV, I told them that do not give it to my kids, but still they injected it into Sofia. And I think Elisa is now maybe not going to take it. We've taken the standard vaccination program, but all these new ones that just pop out and say that, yeah, give it to your kids. I do not believe that they're done with a honest heart. In this HPV thing, it was for kids. If you're sexually active, then you might prevent something from happening to you. It was just horrible. But anyway, I understand that this is getting long. Stem cells, I feel, work, but they didn't cover all the ailments that I have caused by MS. And one thing that we've been discussing briefly is maybe we could go again. But then this corona thing, there's no way of telling what will happen to international travel, and will there be international travel, and what are the sites that they're going to be flying to. I read an article that the airlines are now kind of coming up with, where are we going to fly to? You never know. But as always, Jesus Christ is King. Amen.